Yes, guys, big win that. Massive, massive, massive win that cannot be understated. A 1-0 win away at the San Siro, the first team to beat Inter Milan since 2022 in the Champions League. It was 18 games unbeaten. Again, it's confidence-wise. I mean, this team is second in their league, conceded 1 goal, I think, in the Champions League so far. Absolutely fantastic away win that is for Liverpool. And do you know what? In a time when there's so much uncertainty as well around Mo Salah, in a time where Liverpool have lost so many games, there's been so many defensive errors, that result really sticks out. That's one when you look across the 9 defeats out of 15 and you go, oh, they beat Inter Milan 1-0 away in the Champions League, match day 6. That's one of those results where you go, hopefully now this is the start. And I know I've said it before, but of course I would have. If you beat Real Madrid and you beat Aston Villa, who are flying as well, by the way, we were their last defeat, and of course you're going to feel like, okay, well, something's happening, we might be back here. And I can't say that until, you know, we've won 5 in a row and we really start kicking on under Arne Slot. But that is a massive win for Liverpool Football Club, for Arne Slot. I mean, you know, everything that's happened off the pitch in the last 48 hours, I think this was just a really nice thing to happen, to almost stop talking about the distractions and start focusing about Liverpool winning football matches, because that's the most important thing. This never changes. Names on the back of the shirt change, managers come and go, but tonight all that talk needed to stop. And we've all been guilty of it, we've all spoken about it in the last 2 days and thrown our 2 pence in, but for me all that talk had to stop there and we talk about the football. And we've just seen a brilliant defensive performance from Liverpool. I mean, apart from that Lautaro Martinez header in the first half, which Alisson deals with quite comfortably, there's a couple of flash, you know, efforts that go wide in the second half. But I think defensively, Liverpool really controlled Inter Milan. Yeah, there was a couple of early injuries. Canaloglu goes off, Acerbi. Maybe it's a different game if Canaloglu's pulling the strings a little bit more, but I'm really impressed by that. I'm really impressed by that Liverpool performance on the pitch. I think Arne Slot, I mean, listen, we can talk about the first incident of the game where I think Liverpool are deservedly 1-0 up. Even on the commentary, Clattenburg, who is a referee I famously think is a bit of a poor referee at times, let's call it that. Even he said it would be very, very harsh to disallow that. Alan Shearer himself said, you know, all these, you know, levers of and levels of tolerance of a handball in the Premier League compared to the Champions League, compared to La Liga, compared to Serie A, it should just be deliberate or not deliberate. It's very simple. It can be, you know, black and white in that way, in terms of if it's deliberate, it's a penalty. If his eyes are closed and it's bounced off his arm from a header from someone else, then it's not deliberate. And in my opinion, that goal should stand. The pundits were saying it, and I think Liverpool, to not go in at 1-0 up half time, we were robbed a little bit with that penalty. However, what I did like about the second half is we didn't rush and hurry things. We allowed the control to kind of just grow. You know, and they were frustrated at times. They were fouling us. It's a little bit of a feisty game. And Inter Milan at home naturally are still going to cause chances and cause you issues. Again, a couple of shots fly by and they break, but we defend well and we recover well. And I have to give a shout out to Curtis Jones. I thought it was, do you know what? There's not one player on that pitch tonight. And guess what? That's, you know, maybe the second game in a row that I say that. There wasn't. I mean, most players against Leeds were really good, apart from a crazy last 20 minutes where Konate does that. But apart from that, everyone was decent. And tonight, everyone was decent again. There isn't anyone, like James said, there's no stinkers tonight. Maybe I'll edge it to Dom, just because he scores the goal and he has that moment. I mean, he should be taking penalties. That's a future captain. Dominic Szoboszlai is the future captain of Liverpool. If you're scoring penalties like that in massive occasions, and the technique on it as well, to send it that way. Jan Sommer's a good goalkeeper. He'd saved a few shots and had a great game against Barcelona last year. Basically, P-Mac said he was really good, and I said he's decent, he's average. But to slot him past Sommer in that way. P-Mac's happy, slanderous on the Kop TV right now on Jan Sommer. But listen, he slots it, and Arne Slot slots it tonight as well with the team selection. I thought it was nice to see 2 up top. listen, there's obviously a bit of connection, a bit of link-up play that needs to be happening a lot more. I wasn't over the moon really with, maybe there was a couple of stinkers actually in the forward areas, but we won the game and I don't care how we won it. We got this penalty. It's a penalty, it's a foul anywhere else on the pitch. If you pull someone's shirt like that and give it a good 2 tugs, pause, then you are looking at least the yellow card, for sure. Anywhere else on the pitch that's a foul. We get the penalty and Dom slots it away, but for me the most impressive bit was how Liverpool just saw the game out. What we couldn't do against Leeds, see the game out. Every cross they put in the box, there was a head on the end of it. I thought Konate was not back to his best, but definitely a lot stronger tonight. You know, moving players out the way, recycling the ball back to the goalkeeper, spraying it out wide to the right back. I thought he was really good tonight. Virgil again, crucial in certain moments when it came to headers, blocks as well. He did get caught out for that Lautaro Martinez header. The full backs, obviously to start with tonight, the right back was Joe Gomez, who I thought was high and wide for a lot of the game. Positional, he was well advanced for a right back tonight. I enjoyed that. I thought Robbo was just again one of those, you know, vineyard performances, those historic European nights for the Scotsman. I thought it was just tidy, didn't need to do much really. There wasn't much of a threat on that side, but I think he just showed his experience and just saw us through this game. The midfield diamond, listen, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch and McAllister in that midfield. There's a lot of names there, you've got to fit them all in. And then obviously the 2 up top. Listen, no one really played past the 7, but like the lads on here tonight have said, it's a boring result, but we take them all night long and that gets us 12 points now. Where are we in the table? 8th now. I mean, obviously there's loads of games tomorrow, but that was a must win. If we'd lost that tonight, we'd be really worried about Champions League progression. That result might just keep us in, you know, at the front of the queue to be in this top 8 to get us qualified. And obviously next up it's
Karabakh in the Champions
Karabakh.
League. Karabakh in the Champions League.
Marseille.
Marseille, is it Marseille first?
Yeah, Karabakh on the 28th for Marseille before that. So there's only 2 games to go, guys. There's only 6 more points to get. 18 points is our max. So let's do it. Let's go and do it. And psychologically, that's a massive win for ARNE slot. You can go into this Brighton game full of confidence, big away win. Hopefully Chiesa's back. Obviously Gakpo's out, so we need him on the left wing. We'll have to see what happens with Mo Salah. We don't know. And just try and clock these wins up and turn this around, you know, in time for the new year. But that's a big win for Liverpool. Whatever's happened before the game tonight with Mo Salah, etc., we forget about that. We concentrate on the game. We've won the game. Now obviously the media circus will turn back to the Mo Salah stuff until we play Brighton, but I want to stay focused on Liverpool Football Club. I want us to get this next win and prepare in the best way possible. Whatever the decision is from ARNE, as you heard what Alisson said, he backs the manager. As fans, we have to back the team right now, with or without Mo Salah. I'd love it if he came back. You know, I'm desperate for him to pull on that red shirt again and score some goals and go back to what is the Mo Salah that we know and love. But if that isn't with him right now, let's concentrate on winning these games and take and do what it takes to win. He's going to AFCON after Brighton anyway, so we almost need to get in this mindset. We'll deal with Mo Salah when he's back. I hope he stays. He's still got an 18-month deal. January window is going to obviously have some impact on that. But we'll see him when we get back. Let's concentrate on how to win games without Mo Salah for the time being. And we've done that against West Ham. We've done that tonight away as well, at a very difficult stadium to go and play football in. So I'm really proud of the team tonight. I'm proud of the manager. Whatever happens, happens. But now surely the focus is get recovered and let's go into this Brighton game as best as we can. Hopefully that's a win as well. Fan cams from after that as well with Mario. But let us know in the chat. Man of the match, player ratings for the players. Massive win, clean sheet, so many pluses to take away from it tonight. Dom Szoboszlai, captain one day and penalty taker for me. I've been AGT. This has been Box Part Liverpool. See you in the studio on Thursday.